I wanted to share what we'll be using for our homeschooling for a kindergartner and second grader this year. For my kindergartner, he has struggled with handwriting, and my older son used handwriting without tears. He started with the first grade level though, but I'm going to start with the kindergarten level with my kindergartner this year. And we've been very happy with it, and it has some fun activities each day when they are starting. They do a little warm-up exercise where they add grass, or they make holes in the cheese, or add teeth to the crocodile, and they're just sort of warm-up exercises so they can practice those writing strokes and skills that they are learning. And I did get the teacher's guide. I liked the tips that they had for teaching handwriting and for helping kids improve their handwriting. And then I also liked the step-by-step instructions that it included. I don't know that we'll use it all the time, but just to kind of have it to get us started, to learn the program and whatnot, I wanted to have it on hand for that. Some other fun extras that we're going to be using with our handwriting is the Wipe Clean books from Usborne. So we have capital letters. I also have a lowercase letters that's very similar to this one. And they're just fun. These are reusable. And they're doing fun things like they are practicing the strokes, the zigzags, the circular, and then they go through each page and they find and trace the dotted lines, and so they're making T's all along this, and then they get to practice their T down below. This one is similar, and again, a fun way to practice. Like this one, you trace the alien's eyes, and they are little A's. For reading, my son is reading, but I wanted to make sure he had a nice, strong foundation in his reading skills. So we are using the Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading. So we have been using this, and I like that it's all included, all the lessons are included in the book, and it has that step-by-step. I like that in my teacher's guides. It tells me exactly what to do. And so it has what the instructor says to the child, and then kind of some instructions. And then your child reads those. So it's a nice, straightforward, simple reading program that we've been very happy with. And they're short lessons, so sometimes in the past when we were using it, we did one lesson, and sometimes we'd do 2 or 3 a day. And then in addition to that, I got Explode the Code levels 2 and 3 for him. And we haven't used Explode the Code before, but I thought it would be a nice supplement to this. And my only worry is that it does include quite a bit of writing, and for him that's a struggle. So lessons like this, I may just have him circle the correct letters to form the word and not worry about writing it here. Or just making sure that we are alternating the heavy writing days with the handwriting days so that he doesn't get burnt out on that. For math, we are using Saxon Math 1, and this teacher guide has step-by-step. It tells you exactly what to say. I don't usually say exactly what it says. I used this with my older son when he was in kindergarten, and you know, a lot of times just kind of skipped the wording, but I liked having it there in case I needed help knowing what to say, how to present the material, or if they were kind of struggling with a concept. And so I did not get the meeting book, so it has the meeting, and this is a lot of calendar and pattern stuff that we can do elsewhere. And then it has the lesson, and it kind of lays out what you're doing that day. And then there are 2 of the student workbooks for a year. And each lesson, there's a front page, and then there is a back page that is just kind of the same types of problems. Usually we'll probably just do the front page. So that is our math. My kindergartner loves crafting. He loves it. He loves to create. He loves to do anything where he just gets to be crafting something. So I got him this fun picture pie too, and it comes with a stencil. And so there's all those shapes that there are instructions on how to make all these different pictures and critters from just the shapes in that stencil. So that's just kind of a fun extra for him. For both of them, we'll be using 5 in a row. We haven't used this before. I used Moving Beyond the Page in the past, and I just decided that while I love it, and I think it is a fantastic program, I didn't think that I would be able to do 2 separate levels of Moving Beyond the Page at one time with the age my kids are right now. And their program is like set for an age range, but my older son has already done the entire 5 to 7 program, and so I didn't really want to do it with him again. And I feel he's done the 6 to 8 as well, and I just felt like the 7 to 9 Moving Beyond the Page was more geared for 3rd grade level, and I think he'll be more ready for it when he's in 3rd grade. So we're going to try out 5 in a row, and it's a literature-based program that you read the story every day for 5 days, and then it has all the different subjects that you talk about. So social studies, you learn about geography and culture of different places where the story takes place.
Now can we get a treat?
And then it has all the suggestions for literature, science, art, math, and even though there is math activities, they do recommend having a separate math program, but possibly skipping your math program on the day you decide to do the math activities in here, just so they're learning how math is used in real life, and I really like that. So I'm looking forward to trying this out this year and being able to do it together and reading books and then doing activities that are associated with the story. I love that. So we're going to try that out. My older child, yes, go ahead, is reading, but so we'll continue a little bit with the Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading where he needs it. And then I got Explode the Code 7 for him. More because he likes to kind of be doing what everyone else is doing. So they'll have this to kind of do at the same time. Plus it starts having more of the reading comprehension type activities, and just more something for him to do at the same time his little brother is doing Explode the Code. For spelling, we are using All About Spelling Level 2. We did Level 1 last year. Really, I think you could do 2 or maybe 3 levels a year. We went really slow last year, and we're just going to continue with it to Level 2. I love the structure on this. And my son is very logic-based, very much step-by-step learner. Very similar to me, that I like those step-by-step for the teaching. He likes that step-by-step for learning. So this has, very just all laid out what the teacher says and the rules for the spelling, and he really thrives with that. So this is a great program for us, and I've been very happy with it. For handwriting, we are going to be doing the Kickstart Cursive. This came with the Level 2 package that he did last year, and he kind of started on this, but we're just going to continue with it. For English, writing and grammar, we're going to be using the Bob Jones English Level 2. And writing is something that my son really struggles with, like the composition. And I watched lots of reviews on this, and it felt like it might be a good fit for him. This switches back and forth from one chapter will be grammar, and then one chapter will be writing, but once you have completed the chapter on the grammar, you're not just kind of leaving it behind. It's reinforced in the next chapter. And these, I don't have the student workbook yet. It was on back order, so it will be coming shortly. But it does show the student pages within the teacher's manual. And so looking forward to trying that out this year. For his math, we are using teaching textbooks. We did several different math programs last year when he was in first grade, and finally settled on teaching textbooks 3 for the second half of the year. And he liked it. He is someone that is sort of a perfectionist, and when things aren't easy for him, he becomes frustrated and stubborn very quickly. And the fact that the computer was teaching this to him or telling him that he did something wrong was very beneficial for him. When they're doing a problem on the computer, if they get it wrong, they have a second chance. And that's something that was really good for him, to be told, no, I'm sorry, good try, but that's wrong, try again. And the fact the computer was telling him and not me made a big difference. So this is all computer-based. He does the lesson on the computer, but if you want to go through the lesson with them, it's all mapped out right here, what the computer is going to be teaching them, and then all the samples and examples that it gives during the lesson. So if you are away from the house and can't do the lesson on the computer, it is all contained within their actual workbook, and they can just do it within here. The one thing I don't love about teaching textbooks is I sometimes feel that there is not enough practice on new skills. Some of it is fine and he doesn't need the extra practice, but for times tables, I didn't feel like there was quite enough practice when I introduced it last year at the 3rd grade level. So this is just a supplement that we have been working through and will continue to work through. It's the Usborne times table activity book, and he loves this. When we were working on other math programs before we switched to teaching textbooks, he would do them, and then like one day he asked, can we do the fun math book now? And he was talking about this one. So it has all these activities. It gives the times table on the side, and then very colorful, very fun way to learn how many flags are on the castles, and it kind of shows the multiplication problem for that. Finish the number pattern on the footprints in the sand. So, and then after they finish several sections, they do a little quiz. But just really fun and colorful, and just a nice little break, but a nice reinforcement for those multiplication tables. And then one last thing that I got for us is this fun chewing gum kit, and just a fun activity. My kids recently discovered gum, and this will be a fun hands-on science activity where they get to make their own gum. So thanks for watching. Sorry that turned into a little longer than expected, but those are the things we'll be using this year for our 2nd grader and kindergartner.